Welcome to 9 to Thrive, Lead Generation Uncovered with myself, Nikki Williams, business mentor, and Laura Burnett, tech geek and email marketing extraordinaire. We're here because we are passionate about telling you the truth about online business to support your lead generation, your growth, and your income. And today we're talking about the first steps that you need to be taking when starting list building and email marketing as a small business. And the first job in hand is deciding what platform, what email service provider you are going to use. And there is a plethora of different platforms that you can choose from. And it's confusing because a lot of the gurus, the big gurus, are affiliated with some of the email platforms. So therefore they are trying to sell them, but you don't necessarily need them, do you, Laura? Those big ones to start with.
No, you don't. So people will know I test them all out. I've used them all pretty much near enough. There's only an odd few I've not used because my clients use a variety of them as well. So I know what kind of works and what doesn't. And as it stands to this day, there's still only two that I can recommend wholeheartedly, which is number one, MailerLite, which is where a lot of my clients find me through as well. MailerLite is it's just, oh my God, it's just like so simple to use. They've made it super easy for people to figure out and to use. They've put everything in there that you may need to get started with email marketing. You can create a landing page in it. You can set up your email automation, send your weekly emails. You can look at your analytics and you can create forms for your website. It's got everything you need. And to start off with, it's free. Bing, bang, boom. And then when you do actually pay for it, it's only $10, I think it is. Whereas usually when you start paying for a platform, it's in the $30 mark. So it's much more affordable. The next step up from that, so depending on your email marketing, when you're starting out, MailerLite's perfect. And actually, it could be all you ever need for your business. But then if you're trying to get a bit more complicated and you're doing a bit more automated stuff and things like that, then you might want something a bit more powerful, which to this day, the most powerful email marketing system available is ActiveCampaign, which is another one that we recommend. I use that for his own businesses, use it for loads of different clients. And I have not yet found a email marketing system that can do what ActiveCampaign can do. They are literally the only one on the market that has the amount of automation that they have. So it's a fantastic way to start. They generally start, I think they've just changed the pricing. So now the cheapest one you can get is $29 a month, but it did used to be $7. So some people listening to this may be on the old pricing, so that's all good. Happy days. But if not, it does go up to about 29, which again is actually quite cheap compared to a lot of different email marketing platforms. Like MailChimp goes into the $40 mark, HubSpot goes into $60 and things like that. So it is actually quite affordable still, even with their current price increase. So it's all about what you need, but to keep it simple, if you're starting out, go to MailerLite. If you want really complex things, go to ActiveCampaign.
And I think this is a case of a shiny object. So I've seen many people really, really happy with one of those platforms, but they've seen somebody saying, oh, wow, this is so amazing, this is so amazing. And they jump ship when they don't need to jump ship. So
Right.
what I would say is about jumping ship, like just you've built everything on that platform. So pick one that suits you, not because a guru tells you to, and then stick with it unless you need more capabilities. And that's the only reason you should change your platforms. And from a non-tech person, which is me, that's why we are with the wonderful Laura, is both of those are really simple to use. So if I can do it, you can do it. So don't let that put you off. So we talked about email service providers and picking the right platform for you. Now we're going to go into building your email list and the process of which you have to do that as a new business or a small business provider.
Yeah, because if you've just got your email marketing platform, you've got 0 people now in your list. So, of course, the next step has to be some list building activity. You need to be able to build a list now of people. That could be 10 people to start off with, it could be 50. You will know from me, I encourage not to have a big list. Don't need a big list. It's just going to cost you more pennies and be full of people that are not your ideal client. So actually, if you've only got 50 people on your list, that's perfect. That's 50 people that you can talk to. So it's about how do we get these 50 people, which is through a lead magnet. I don't think there's any other name for them, is there, Nikki?
What, through a lead magnet? No.
I think it's just called a lead magnet, isn't it? That's what everyone calls it.
That is the main name for it. Yes, lead magnet. Yes.
We're all good.
Yeah.
So we do. We need a good lead magnet, and Nikki teaches this within our membership about making sure that you do your research and that it's a lead magnet that actually matches with what you're planning on doing, but also it's insane value, because that's really important.
And also it matches their client, the client journey. So there's like a really simple framework that we share, that if you match your lead magnet to exactly where your client is, that exactly where your services are leading, then you've got a winner, really. And you need one of those to attract. So that's part of the ACE strategy that we share, is the attraction. And that's what you're doing with building your email list.
Exactly. And that brings us on to the next bit, where you then have to take them on a journey. So when they get this lead magnet, we've got their email. What we're going to do next, it's like, there's got to be a purpose of this. So you will never download a lead magnet more than likely and not have an upsell at the end of it, because that's what the purpose of that lead magnet is. So they've shown interest in this, and we will give an example in a moment where they're interested in it. So now what's the next step? Do we want them to buy something? Do we want them to follow you on social media? You don't have to be buying. It could be that you just want to follow on YouTube or take something else. What's the next part of that journey? And you need to always have that in mind when you're creating that lead magnet. Nikki will always advise, won't you, Nikki, to backwards engineer it, won't you?
Yeah. So you decide on what you're selling, what your main program, whatever you're launching, what is that? So for me, for example, I have my Power Hour Mastery, which is a course that is evergreen. Okay. So leading up to that, right at the start, is I've got a PDF, which is a list of Power Hour ideas. Because the first problem that my audience has is, does it match? Can I run a Power Hour? What could I run? They just don't know. So the idea. So I'm already matching them at their point where they have a problem. Then that leads to a small purchase, which is £27, leading into a masterclass. Okay. And from there, they can then be offered a discount into the Power Hour Mastery. So you reverse engineer from the point of which the main product you're selling, and you reverse engineer it and making sure that it matches the problem your client has.
Exactly. And we've just literally done that in my other business, IT Moon. We're just refreshing all our lead magnets. We've got a service we want to push, Lead Magnet Magic, which we create the lead magnet. So it was like, right, what can we give them for free to get people in who are interested in lead magnets? So we created some templates. So that's the freebie, and it leads into that. And we've done it for his other service, so social media content, that's got that. And we'll create a Trello course for social media at the beginning. So you think about what's the end product, what goes in the beginning, and lead them on that tiny little journey. And then this brings us to the last bit, which is then we've got to keep creating compelling content every week, which is giving them advice and getting them to buy. Because not everyone is going to download your lead magnet and then buy straight away off the back of the emails that you send after in that upsell journey. Not everyone's going to buy. So it's about then, some people I've had on my email list for 2 years and they've bought. Some have been a year they've bought, some have been a week, some have been a day. Everyone is different. So what we want to do then is just be consistent and keep creating content. It's not just about create your email marketing list, get some emails, send them some automated emails that's giving them an upsell, and that's it. We need to, if you're going into email marketing, you must commit to it and make sure that you are sending out an email to them regular to give them advice. And that can just be as simple as whatever you're posting on social media, that could be your email for one of the days of that week. Just use that. You don't have to sit here thinking, oh my God, more content to create. You don't have to think that. There's lots of things you can repurpose, which I'm sure we'll cover that on another episode, Nikki. That's a good idea, isn't it?
It is a really good idea, but also it's about realizing the importance of, if everyone talks about social media, and that does play a big part. Okay, that is the start of the journey that you're attracting people on social media, okay, or your guest experts or masterclasses, etc. But getting them onto email marketing is when they are warm. So it's so important to continue to look after them and create content that shows that you're the expert in your niche. So it's been about not just sending, I always give this example, they don't want to know about what you've eaten for Sunday lunch. It's about completely sharing the transformation that you make, the expertise in little bite-sized pieces consistently, just as you are on your social media.
Exactly like that. And that's pretty much all you need to do to get started. I say all, but you know, we can teach you all that. But to start, so just as a quick recap, you need an email marketing platform. We recommend ActiveCampaign and MailerLite. You need to pick a lead magnet. That's going to help you build an email list and start getting emails. Then you need to take them on a journey, which will be some automated emails that take them to the next step, the upsell or whatever that step's going to be. And then lastly, you need to be consistent in actually creating content for them to take them along further and keep engaging them as you go. And then you keep that up and you will boss email marketing and you will start seeing an amazing return on investment, which is what email marketing is all about. And that's pretty much everything from us. So if you do want to follow us, please check the show notes and you can see where to follow us. And obviously, please feel free to jump into the membership if you want to learn email marketing from us. And other than that, we hope you have an amazing week ahead and have an amazing day.